Hello everyone, I am Kathy from Kathy Creates, where I try to inspire you to create. Tonight I'm coming to you live both on my page and on the Craft Around the Clock page for my weekly segment on Craft Around the Clock. When you get here, tell me hello, tell me where you're from, let me know that you're watching. I do have my timer set. I do Happy Mail entries. When I look over and see the comment, when my timer goes off, then I write your name down and you get an entry to Happy Mail. So if you see someone commenting as Kathy Creates, that's my mom. She's going to be helping me out with the comments tonight. Hello, Leslie. Thanks for hopping on. I appreciate it. Okay, so tonight what we are going to do is I'm going to roll out my brand new craft kit. And this one is football inspired for all of you football fans. The great thing about this kit is you can jazz this up for any team. So if your kids play on a team, whether it be, a flag football team because they're young, or if it's, high school, college, whatever. Hi, Dorothy. Thanks for hopping on. You can make this kit any color. I'm going to do this very generic. But be thinking that, whatever your sports teams are, whether you like professional, college, high school, your local community, you can make this in any color you want, okay? So the kit is going to come with the round. It's an 11 3/4 inch wood round, and it's going to come with all of the pieces you see here. All of the pieces have the sticky back on them, so it's easy to put them down. You do not have to use any glue at all. Now, I am starting with the stained board because you can't stain it and then do this. The pieces won't stick if the stain is not dry. So I'm going to go ahead and set this aside and we are going to get started. But first, I want to make sure I don't lose my little dots here. I've got dots for my eyes. I've already lost the dot. There it is. I'm going to make sure I keep those handy here because those always seem to disappear on me. We're going to get all of our pieces just out of the way for right now, and we're going to work on our backer board. Now, what I like to do on this is I want that football to stand out. So I'm going to measure down 8 inches from the top, from the hole, I should say. And we're going to put a piece of tape across. I'm going to do that on both holes so I make sure I'm straight. And this will keep my tape straight. So my line will be straight. Okay, except now I can't see my, I did not do it dark enough, I can't see it. Let's do that one again. I cannot see it. Painter's tape. We're going to just go across it. We're going to put our tape right above those little lines that I just drew. Now I'm going to leave the rest of my board the stained wood color. Okay? Hello everyone. Linda, hello. Thank you for hopping on. Let me get this started so I can see your comments. Well, let's see, and I gotta refresh. So while that's refreshing, we'll start painting this. So I'm gonna paint this black. This is where I would paint it if, your team's colors are red. You can paint it red. If they're blue, you can paint them whatever, and then you can alternate your letters to be the team colors as well. Like I said, I'm going to do this very generic because I'm most likely going to be selling this. We have a bunch of craft shows coming up. Hello, Ocean Breeze and me. Caitlin, MNC Treasures. Is that Cheryl? Is that your name? I'm still trying to learn everybody's names by their page names. But like I said, be thinking, you could paint this in whatever team color that you've got going on. All right? So I'm just going to paint this real quickly. Now, the way I like to paint anything that I do with the laser, I always paint towards the edge because then that way you're not dragging the brush across and scraping off your excess paint on the edge of your piece. This will keep your edge nice and neat. And I've got way too much paint here. Let me grab a plate and we're going to scrape some of that off. And of course they're not handy. Okay, here we go. So we're just going to get some of that excess paint off of my board. Okay. And then we're just going to set this aside, let it dry. We might have to help it out with the heat gun here in a little bit, but we're going to just let that set for right now. Okay, and we're done with the paintbrush. That's all we're going to use. Now we might use it on the football. Okay, oh, thank you, Mary, for sprinkling. I appreciate that. All right, so this is our football, and we're going to paint this brown. Okay, so I am going to use a paintbrush for that, I guess. So let me rinse this out real quick. I think I got most of the black out of it. It's pretty dark, so it's not going to matter too much. So make sure you're commenting for a chance for Happy Mail. And again, when I paint this, we're going towards the edge. I always go towards the edge. That way, we're not scraping and getting that excess, and we keep our lasered edge nice. I like that look of the lasered edge. So do you guys like the theme weeks that we've been doing on Craft Around the Clock? I think there's another one next week, maybe. I gotta double check. But I'm kind of enjoying them. They're a little more difficult. It's making me kind of go outside of my box a little bit, and I got too much paint on that. So we're just gonna wipe that off because I had some excess on the edge. I must have got my brush over it. All right, so we're gonna set that aside, let that dry. And this is just Earth Brown. It's the Anita's acrylic craft paint. That's all it is. But I just thought it was a good football color. Okay? All right, so now we're going to move on, and we're going to paint all of our letters. So I am going to, I'm going to use tape. I love to put my letters down on tape. It's so much easier. So we're going to get a napkin out here. One I've already used, but that's okay. And we're going to just put all of our letters down, all of our words. We're going to make sure we got everything here. We may need a couple pieces here to get everything on, but that's okay. So much easier to do it this way. Keeps all of your pieces together. You're not holding up every teeny tiny little piece trying to get it covered. You can kind of overlap them like so. Yep, we're going to need another piece. All right. And then these are the little stripes on our football, the laces on our football. So those are the two stripes. Put our words down here. My nose is itchy today, guys. Okay, and then our dots. I just got to make sure I don't get the sticky back part. Okay, I'm going to push those down, and we have a comma. We have a dot and a comma, so we're just going to stick those down. Yep, just like that. And then our welcome, we'll put that on when we get it. All right, so now all we're going to do is we're going to take my white paint. We're going to take the white paint. Excuse me. One moment. My goodness. Okay. Now, when I do this with the makeup sponges, can you see what I'm doing here? I load my brush, or I load my sponge, and then I kind of dab it off on the plate so you don't have a ton of excess. And then we're just going to dab. We don't wipe, we dab. Just up and down. And with these kits, they're made, the words are all made out of MDF, so that really absorbs the paint. So with the lighter colors, you're almost always going to have to do 2 coats to get a good even coverage. Okay, so we're going to just coat them up once really well, and then we'll go back. They dry super quick, so then we'll just go back and we'll do it again. Hi, Barbara. Thanks for watching. I'm not sure my computer's letting me see everything here. It's like way behind. Yes, you could do that as well, Caitlin. You could do a house divided sign. So, you know, if you're like us, we live very close to the Ohio-Michigan line. So we have a lot of people that are fans of both. My daughter and son-in-law are one of those families. My daughter is a Michigan fan, and my son-in-law is a Ohio State fan. So they do a lot of the house divided type thing. But yes, you could do this. And that is the beauty of this kit. You can do anything you want with it. It's very versatile. Okay. And we're going to do the W. Okay. Our weather today is kind of nice. It's probably, I think it's, well, it's still 82. Wasn't super, super hot. And it wasn't super humid either. It was kind of comfortable today. How about you, Dorothy? It was actually kind of pleasant. I think we're supposed to get some storms, though, either tomorrow or Wednesday. I don't remember which I heard now. So when you don't have it taped down, you kind of got to hold it down a little bit to do this. I always just stick my fingernail on it to kind of hold it down. Okay, so we have the first coat done. So I'm going to go back, and on the pieces that I started, these are already dry. So we're going to go ahead and do that again. Like I said, this goes super fast. Sorry if I'm shaking you guys. I can't tell if it's shaking the camera or not. Okay, so that I think is done. I've got a couple little, like, I wouldn't say brush marks, but sponge marks. So we're gonna clean those up. You can see the line from where I used the sponge on them. So then we're going to go up here and do this one. We'll do our W. Two coats is usually enough, and it appears that it will be on these. And again, you could always make these words, you know, in the team colors. You can paint the bottom of your sign. You can paint the whole sign, you know, in any color that you wanted that would, you know, match the team and or teams, as Caitlin put it. That would work. And we have our first Happy Mail. And it is Dorothy. Oh, heat index of 107. Yikes, Dorothy. Dorothy, with that 107 comment, you just got an entry to Happy Mail, girl. So I don't know if you guys saw this post. I teased this kit out earlier today, and I made it deliberately hard. You know, if you were watching closely, there was a little teeny piece of the brown football. So you could see what it was. Well, you could see a piece of what it was and a little bit of the words, but I deliberately made it hard because you guys are getting really good at guessing these when I put out just a little bit of it. So I thought I would deliberately make it difficult. See what you guys could come up with. Nobody said football. A lot of fall, but nobody said football. At least not before I came live. Okay. I think we have these done. Okay. I think those look pretty good. Yep, I think those are fine. Okay. So we are done with that. So now all we have to do is dry these things and we are ready to start assembling. Hello, Mickey. Thanks for hopping on. Oh, thank you, Penny. I think my comments just finally caught up, I think. It's crazy how Facebook does that. Hi, Gloria. Thanks for watching. These will dry very, very quickly. In fact, I think we're pretty much dry, so let's make sure our board is dry. I think it is, but we'll just give it a little bit. All right. Okay, so we're just going to peel this tape off and get it off. There we go. And that painter's tape gives us a nice clean line. I know that looks a little silly right now, but it'll look really good once we get all the words on it. Okay, so let's slide this over. Let's put our football together. So we have the two little lines. They go like so, and they fit right there at the ends, like they should. And then we have our laces that go in the middle, okay? So that's our little football, so let's go ahead and put that together. They all have the sticky back, okay? So we're just gonna line this up like so. And do the same thing on this end. Oh, thank you, Jane. I appreciate that. All right, and then we're going to do our laces. Now, I don't know if you've been watching me do these kits, but usually they're super easy to peel. I have 2 layers of glitter Color Street nail polish on. And if you know anything about Color Street, it's the little like nail strips, and they're really thick, so it's giving me a little difficult to get these done. Okay, so there's our football. Look how cute that is. Okay, so that's going to go right there in the middle. Before we put anything down, we're going to space everything out. So our welcome goes up here at the top. Just want to make sure you kind of have it centered. So I always try to make sure my little holes are lined up at the top. And we just want to line this up like so. Then, let's see, it's welcome fall. And this is going to go like right above the line, so we might have to move all this up a little. We'll see. Fall. And our comma. Fall. Friends. Yep, we got to move all this up just a smidge. Friends. And then we got to move all this over a little bit. This is why you don't put anything stuck down yet until you get it all spaced out. Still gotta go over more. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna put our dot. Our dot goes right there. And then we just spell out football. Okay, this tape out of the way. I saved those for the next project. Hey, Chris. All right, so you're just gonna, these are pretty tight along the bottom here, but they do fit. You just gotta get them in there nice and snug. All right, so that is how it lines up. Hey, Pamela, thanks for hopping on. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start fastening all of this down, okay? So all we're gonna do is you just peel off the sticky back and you place it down. Now, the sticky back is sticky. Once you place it, it's there. You're not gonna get it up without ruining the piece, okay? So make sure you have it in the right place. That's why I always kind of lay everything out first before I start sticking everything down. Because these are definitely one and done. Once they're stuck, they're stuck. Okay, just like that. All right, and then the back of our football. Our football also has the sticky back. All right. Okay. We're moving right along. Where are we on time? Oh, we're great on time. Okay. So Mom just got home from Tennessee. She was there this weekend and we were watching her dog. And I think all the dogs are happy to be back home. That's cute. My mom is football. Oh, yeah. Browns fans are. I mean, you know, they don't have much to cheer about. So you're either a diehard fan or they don't have a fan. So yeah, you can do these though, like I said, in any color. You know, I'm not going to say many team names or colors because I don't want them to try to say I'm doing a copyright infringement. But y'all know what I'm saying here. You could do your own colors, whatever you want. And I did just order some, it didn't come yet, but I ordered some football ribbon from Amazon. So, you know, it's out there. I looked at Hobby Lobby and I didn't see any at Hobby Lobby that I liked. I think they had just like some real thin stuff, but not wired. So I didn't want that. But there is ribbon out there. So, Chris, you are in Happy Mail. Timer is going off. I think all the dogs are going to sleep better tonight. Oh, well, it would help if I peel this off. I'm trying to stick my dot down and I still has the sticky on it, or the back on it. There we go. Like, why isn't that sticking? Well, it's because you didn't peel it. There you go. Yes, I do know that there are team ribbons out there as well. So if you're, you know, a specific team, they do have the ribbons. You can buy them on Amazon or, you know, other places, I'm sure. But as I said, I'm doing this more of a generic so that it's, you know, more appropriate for everyone. And then if you'd like to make the, you know, a specific team, you can do your own colors. I am going to use a brown, a burlap, and of course, a buffalo plaid. I do have a football one ordered though, so I'll probably redo it when I get my football ribbon. But this one was just too cute, and I wanted to get this one out to you guys right away. And the kits don't come with the ribbon anyway, so I didn't think it mattered. You don't care about football. That's funny, Chris. I do. I just don't watch it as much as I want to. I don't have time. I really don't watch TV because I'm always busy doing stuff like this. Either designing, I'm making, I'm doing a live. I don't really watch TV anymore. If I am, it's on, but I'm not really paying attention to it. So I don't think that really counts as watching. I'm seriously thinking about transferring to Coke Plant in Cleveland. And Ashley said no, huh? Tennessee is beautiful. I've been to the Smokies several times. It is a beautiful, beautiful place. Okay. So we have everything is stuck down. I'm doing good, Sarah. How are you doing? All right, just making sure I got everything pushed down. Okay. So check that out. Oh, let's see. It's hard for me. It's opposite because I've got my camera flipped. This is the kit. You will get the backer board, all of the pieces. Of course, nothing's painted. You will not get the ribbon, the twine, any of that. Okay. So now to make it hangable, we're going to take some wider twine, thicker twine. Let's see if I can feed this through without tape or glue. No. I bought this at Hobby Lobby, and it's not the same stuff I used to get, because what I used to get stayed tightly wound. And Francis, hello Francis, thanks for hopping on. Okay, let's see if we can get this back through. Hey, we got it. Okay, so I go in the front and behind it, and then back up through the front, tie a knot. If you're using the thick enough twine, you don't need to double knot it. One knot will do. Trim off the excess. And then I pull this through, cut it, give it a tie. Nope, nobody guessed football. This is a football sign. I was very strategic, and I just showed you the little corner of the football. And I think like these letters right here, you saw just this little itty bitty corner. I was trying to make it hard, and I think I did. Okay, so we got that. So now we're going to make our bow. To start with, we're going to take a piece of twine. And take our twine, and we're going to take some raffia, and I did restash my raffia. So all I had left was those little itty bitty things that are just annoying because they're so tiny. All right, so we're going to take this, and this one's a little wide in section, so I'm just going to take my thumbnail and separate it. except that one's really long. There we go. This is probably enough since it's so long. I probably don't need any more. So I'm just matching up my ends. Let's get this up here. Okay, and we're going to make a loop just like that. And we're just going to go back and forth. We're going to cut off this because see how I've got that piece sticking out? I'm going to cut that off. And I like to give it a little twist. So give it a little twist so it stays put for you. I'm glad you like that, Sarah. You guys are getting too good at those. When I put those out, you guys are really good at guessing those. So I thought I would try to make it a little more difficult. I have several more coming up, so don't worry. You got more opportunities. Okay, so we're going to set that aside for right now. Always use my big buffalo, or my big burlap ribbon. I just love this stuff as the base. It really holds up. And it gives it something firm so your bow's not all floppy. Yes, that's the technical term, a floppy bow. And then we're going to use this brown. I like this one a lot. It's very fallish to me. It's kind of like a, it's not really a burlap, but it's kind of a burlap. I like that. And then of course, you know, I got to use my buffalo plaid. Okay, we're going to dovetail all of our ends. So to do that, we just fold it in half, and we fold it in half again, flip it upright. Okay, we're going to go from the outside. Yes, she went all the way to Hobby Lobby in Tennessee and Home Goods, and she brought us back some napkins. So, yeah. All right, so we're going to go from the bottom edge up to the center and cut a triangle, and then we get our nice little dovetail. Okay, so we're going to do that again. Yeah, guys, she was sending me pictures of napkins saying, do you want these? You want these? You want these? And I'm like, yes, yes. So we'll have some new projects coming out with some napkins. Okay, so I folded it in half lengthwise. We're going to go from the bottom outside edge up to the center, cut that triangle off. See? And then when I open it up, we have the nice little dovetail. We're going to do that on all three. Yes, I know. I love napkins. And these were fall napkins, and they were gorgeous. Okay, so we have all three done. Now we're going to take our ribbon. We're going to fold it in thirds. Okay, we're going to kind of cheat our ends down so it looks like that. Okay, and we're going to smush it down. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Fold it in thirds, cheat our ends down. Okay, just like that. Lay it down. This one, even though it's wired, it likes to pop up. It doesn't really want to stay down. So we're going to just lay our scissors on it. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing with our third one with the buffalo plaid. Fold it in thirds, cheat our ends down. Okay. All right. Now we're going to take our raffia and lay it across. One string up, one string down. We're going to flip it over and start to tie it. But before I pull it tight, I'm going to gather it with my fingers. And then we're going to give it a tie. And Sarah, you just got a Happy Mail entry. Sarah Penn. Okay, before I pull it tight, I always check to make sure that my raffia is in the middle. And it is, so we're okay. So I'm going to pull it tight. and then I'm going to tie it again. All right, so that's our bow. We'll fluff it up in a minute, but that's our bow so far. Okay, now floral was on sale last week, so that means ribbon's on sale this week. So if you need any of these things, go now and get your ribbon. Wait till next week to get your floral. This is $7.99. When you get it half off, it's only $4.99. Now this I've already, or $3.99 I should say. I've already used half of this, and look how much there's still here. Okay, so one of these will do this whole sign, and then some. So we're going to cut that off. We're going to get a piece of wire. Well, if I can get a hold of it. Okay. And now, I don't know if you guys know this, but you can move these around. They slide up and down on the stem. Okay. So we're going to cut this right there. So I don't need a lot of floral in here. I just need it to poke through from behind the bow. Okay, so we still have that little one left. We'll save that for another project. Okay. Now, I take these two pieces and I overlap them. Then you're going to take your wire and you're going to wrap it around tightly. You're going to use up this whole piece of wire to wrap this, okay? So see how I'm wrapping it? So then you're just going to have this little bundle of floral. Doesn't look like a whole lot, but it'll be cute in our sign. You got it, Sarah. Easy peasy bows. That's what I'm all about. All right. So we have our bow. So we still have our twine on it from our raffia. So we're going to lay our bow down with our twine going up and down. We're going to lay that right in the middle. And we're just going to tie it on. Okay. We're going to snip off the excess. And we're going to go ahead and fluff this up. Okay, so that's how our bow looks, all fluffed up. You can just see the floral just poking out from behind it. It's not a lot. I don't want it to, overshadow the bow. I just want it to poke out. All right, so now to adhere it to my sign, I find the center by holding up my twine that we tied it for the hanger. And then I'm going to go in the very back loop, kind of pull my floral so it's kind of centered. I'm going to go in the back loop, staple it, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, and then we're going to fix our bow up again. And I know Raffia is a love or hate. I love it. My mom hates it. So, you got that. Hi, Tammy. So this is our little sign. I think it is perfect for fall, for football. If you're a football fan, like my family always has been, this would be a perfect addition to our decor. So, this is available on our website. I have linked it at the top of the post. And there will be some completed ones on the website eventually too. They're not there yet, but they will be. Again, you can paint this in any color combination you want. You can paint the letters a different color. You can paint the whole sign a different color. Sarah, you just got another Happy Mail entry. Timer is going off again, girl. Come on. It doesn't want to turn off. But you could do this in any color combination. You could change out your bow, your floral. I mean, the sky's the limit of how you could do this. You could paint the number on the football, you know, of if you have a child playing football, you could put their number on it. Just so many things you could do with this. Cute as a button. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. All right, guys, that is it for me tonight. Sherry's Creative Design is up next. She will sure bring you something delightful on Craft Around the Clock, so make sure you tune into her as well. And I appreciate you all being here so much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a great evening.